Prayer is essential. It is the key that connects us to God and enables us to grow spiritually. In Psalms chapter 65 verse 2, David describes God as he who hears prayer, and 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 17 instructs us to pray without ceasing. In the Eastern Central Africa region, the Adventist faith is active and growing as a result of prayer. 2012 saw the Adventist Church in this area reach a membership of over 2.7 million. As with many places around the world, the majority of this number are women, who represent more than 65% of the congregation. This has led to the growth of a vibrant women's ministries team, particularly in Kenya, where the head offices of the Eastern Central Africa region are based.
Every Sabbath we meet in the afternoon, and the first week of the month we have our prayer cells. We have to pray in the morning at 6, we come and pray. First week of the Sunday.
We wanted to emphasize in women because, as you know, many times they are behind. They are lost somewhere, they are not improving, they are not involved in many activities. So we wanted to lift up our women to value them in our ministry.
Prayer is how we reach God. So prayer is so crucial. If we want things happening in our country or in the church, we just go to our knees and pray. God has said, pray and you'll be given. So it is us who are limiting God by not asking.
The Adventist Church in Kenya recognizes the importance of women playing active roles in the worship service and working with their male counterparts to share the good news of Jesus Christ.
The women have many roles here in Karingata, in the service industry, the deconro department, they work in the choir, the children. Women are usually all over the place in treasury. So women, actually, they take almost every facet of the church. They participate everywhere.
Women have become professional. They are competing almost equally with the men in the professional world and everything. So even in the church, because of that, the women are not the women that used to be cowed down there. They are women to be recognized for whom they are and be appreciated for whom they are.
Adventist women in Kenya still face a variety of different personal and social challenges. However, the Women's Ministries Department in Eastern Central Africa is working hard to empower its women in practical ways.
We are doing education. For example, the General Conference is offering scholarship to the women who want to go to school. It's little, it's not much, but with that kind of little help, the women are supposed to go back to school. And we are also organizing literacy classes for women who cannot read and write, because we still have many tribes in Kenya, like the Samburus, like the Maasai, the Turkanas, and the Pokots. There are many who cannot read and write.
The Women's Ministries departments in Kenya also recognize the need for women to continue to grow spiritually. Many churches have introduced exciting in-reach programs which enable women to support each other during their Christian walk.
Here in church, they normally have their prayer breakfasts the first Sunday of every month. Alongside that, they have many other activities like visiting the prisons, visitation amongst themselves, the members who are sick. So they play a very key role in this church. I don't know what we'll have been doing without them here.
You know, when you are carrying your own load, your own burden, you think that the whole world, is pouring everything on you. But when you get together and you share and you hear what others are going through, it helps out. And so as women, when we get together, we are bearing one another's burden. And these women who are still staying away without joining the fellowship, we want to encourage them. Come on board and let's share together.
Prayer is the foundation for all the work done by the Eastern Central Africa Women's Ministries Department, and its members appreciate the importance of communicating with God. The 2012 International Women's Day of Prayer saw over 1,000 women and men come together to celebrate the power women have when they pray.
Women are the backbone of every home and every organization, and therefore today has been a blessing even to us as men, and we support them.
The International Women's Day of Prayer was dedicated to emphasizing the need for women to put their faith into action and reignite a personal passion for prayer.
Prayer changes everything. When you pray, it doesn't exactly happen. Like whatever you pray for doesn't exactly happen at that moment. But then later on, you find that if it's God's will, what you prayed for happens.
Prayer is like breathing. You see, if you hold your breath for a little while, you might die, you might collapse. So if we don't pray, that means our spiritual life collapses. So my advice to most of the people here is this, that they have to keep on praying all the time. As they breathe, they should be thanking God for giving them life. And above all, it is prayer that keeps us going.
Prayer truly does make a difference in women's lives, and the East and Central Africa region still have many future plans for their women's ministries department.